What's up, YouTube? 99.1 Zomboss Radio here, and today I'm gonna talk about something that I'm gonna talk about the thing that I'm doing right now. It's honestly pretty freaking embarrassing, and you might be like, "What's so embarrassing? Wait, you're just longboarding. You got a cool outfit on." That's not embarrassing, but what's embarrassing is why I'm longboarding. What's embarrassing is why I have this cool fit on. So today I went over to my parents' house, and I'm helping them paint like their room. So I just spent a lot of time pulling out stuff in their wall, like unscrewing stuff so that I could tape up their walls so that I could learn how to, I know how to paint, but I'm learning how to paint a house, you know what I mean? It's a very particular thing. And it was honestly fun, but that was the only thing that I did today. Kind of spent all day doing that. And not every day I go out and do something. Most days I don't do something like that. That's just because they got a project going on. Most days I will usually skateboard, get some exercise. But a lot of days I just don't really have any sort of social interaction whatsoever. So what I'm doing right now is, it's something I do literally every day. I go and I skate. I go and I skateboard to this local store and I buy something. And I'm not a rich person, I don't got a lot of money, so I'm buying something for super low value. Normally what I'll do is I'll either go buy bananas or I'll go buy apples. And right now I'm about to go buy bananas. And tomorrow I'm out of apples, so tomorrow I'm gonna go buy apples. And I might give myself a small treat, for helping out my parents. It's not really helping them out since they're actually paying me, so that's pretty lit. Yeah, so basically I just go and I just literally just buy fresh produce, because produce is healthy for you. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with buying produce, but I could literally just go and buy all my groceries in one day. I know I don't have a car and I just longboard, but it's so close. Realistically I could go get everything in one trip, but I don't. And the reason is because if I don't have any sort of social interaction with anyone at all in a day, it makes me feel kind of like a loser. And I'm not a loser, at least I don't think I am. I do think I am in a lot of ways, but overall, if you map it out, I'm probably not a loser. But I'm just so insecure about being someone who just doesn't go out into society at all, that I literally force myself to do it every single day, just to feel like I'm a regular part of society. And I'm gonna make videos on men's issues and self-confidence and stuff. A big part of it is actually the putting on an outfit. A lot of the times I'm wearing more or less the same outfit. I wear this jacket a lot. Pretty cool. I got it for super cheap at a thrift store because it's missing the zipper, and I wear a tank top, which isn't that cool. These pants I'm wearing here, I'm actually gonna show you guys. So yeah, that's the outfit. The pants are pretty cool. I got them from Hot Topic, which is a place I don't normally shop, but they were having this deal going on where their clearance rack, all the pants were only $20. So I had to snag. And that was super lit, because these look a lot like Trip NYC. I know the quality's not as good, but Trip NYC isn't honestly the highest quality brand materials wise anyway. So yeah, I honestly like wearing them. And yeah, like I said, the jacket I wear all the time, but it does match super well with these pants particularly. And the white DVS shoes also match, so I feel pretty fitted up. And I don't know if you saw the hat, but same color scheme. So that's all lit. So yeah, I guess I got a little bit off topic talking about my outfit, but the reason, well, not really the reason, but the reason to put on clothes at all is obviously because other people see you. So it's kind of I honestly put on outfits because it makes me feel fresh, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't just go out in public dressed like a bum. Honestly, that gives me social anxiety, because I feel people are perceiving me differently than how I feel. So that's why I go out of my way to put on an outfit that makes me feel positively, and then I go out in public. So I think, yeah, people are looking at me, they're seeing me dressed the way that I want, and that's cool. And yeah, it's weird. I literally just go and do it every single day, just to and some part of me hopes that I'll see people my age And I mean, I will say that like it is in like an area, I do live in like a pretty low income area, I guess, which just means like a lot of like younger people like live in it. So there is definitely a lot of people like my age I will see shopping there. But you know, at the same time, it's like they're just shopping, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like talking to those people just because like I don't want to. I mean, like if I see someone with like a cool outfit, I'll definitely compliment their outfit or something, but like it's not really a place to like spark up conversation. And like even if I do see someone that I know, it's like kind of awkward because like I say someone I know from like social media or something, where like I like am their mutual. It's like they're going about their day and they're in a moment where they're sort of like probably like just trying to like get done with the thing that they're doing. So I'm not really trying to like, you know, mess that up, you know, especially, I don't know. So that's not like the biggest deal, I guess. But I just mean that like I go like into public, like, you know, kind of, and it just kind of makes me reminisce on how like I wish I had like something better to do, you know, because like I wouldn't be doing this if like people were like hanging out with me, you know. I wouldn't like, I mean, I guess, you know what I mean? Like I have really recently been like putting a huge effort, not a huge effort, but putting more effort into hanging out with people. I actually went and hung out with someone literally just yesterday, and that was actually like super cool. It was definitely like a fun interaction. So, hold on. It was just really fun to hang out with someone else who makes music, and we did make a song together. I honestly wasn't really feeling like making music that day, so I like didn't really have a lot of inspiration. But we made a silly track, you know what I mean? Like it was fun, but it was more just cool to hang out with someone like who has like my sort of like, you know what I mean, like social condition, I guess. Like they didn't seem like someone who has like a ton of friends. Like when I made a joke about like paying them back for the beat, they were just like, oh no, just like give me like positive vibes. And I was like, yeah, like I said something about how like, oh, you know, I'll pay you back by like, you know, hanging out again or like something like that. And she laughed at that. So that was cool. That was definitely a fun hangout. But like it's definitely like I had to go take a bus like over to the next town like to make that happen. So that kind of like it's like it just like takes a lot of effort, you know what I mean? Like I think maybe they like responded to a post about how I was just like saying how I don't have friends. So that's actually pretty cool and like positive. Something positive came out of something negative, but it is true that like I have to like literally like take effort, like considerable effort out of my day just to hang out with someone. And I don't know, for me, I mean, I guess taking the bus isn't really hard, you know what I mean? Like if I had a car, I don't really think anything would really change, because like we skateboarded, you know, like we did make music, but we also skateboarded. So going outside isn't like a hardship or like anything that I like frown upon at all. So I don't see it as like a negative. It's just more so that like I just am the kind of person where like socializing like takes effort like from me. And it's weird because I want to socialize more, you know, but it just like takes so much effort that it's like it's way easier to just like put on an outfit and just go freaking skate over to my like local supermarket and just buy bananas. And then like that'll be a much more like simpler, that'll be a much simpler thing for me, you know what I mean? And I mean, I guess that's why I end up doing it. I mean, I'm low-key about to stop recording, so I'm not trying to seem like a tweaker while I go into this Winco, but anyway, I sort of forgot what I was talking about. I think I was just talking about like how I hung out with someone, but it was someone new that I had never hung out with before. And it was, like I said, it was definitely like enjoyable, but like there's sort of like a more like sort of like quieter person, and that's fine. Doesn't even make the interaction harder. Maybe if anything, it makes it like more calming, because I know that I don't have to be super talkative, but like I do like to be sort of like an entertaining person, you know. So just like beforehand, I didn't know how it would be, you know. So I was just kind of like thinking about things from like a perspective of like, you know, like I don't know, just like I had to give my energy up, you know. I had to find my pocket, you know, like pre-hangout, you know. I had to like build up my self-confidence just to do that. And it's like I don't do that like all the time, you know what I mean? Like I don't have the ability to do that like every single day, or else like I don't know, maybe I would just be hitting up like everyone who had like a, you know, who had like my like local town like in their bio. I just hit them up, be like, want to be friends, you know, but because it's hard for me, I kind of don't do that as much. So I end up doing stuff like that. I just got bananas and some chips. I don't really know what else to say about it other than honestly, if you do something like that, like, or even if you don't, even if you just stay at home, you shouldn't call yourself pathetic or a loser. Like I probably might even like do it in the title, just like for not for clickbait, but it is something that I do say to myself, and I'm just trying to learn that like like calling yourself like negative things because of that is only going to make your like experience just of life worse. When it's like there's just so many days, you know, there's so many days, everybody's hung out with people and everybody's had a day where they like are at home like not doing anything, and it's just like so easy, it's so easy to compare yourself to like a made up person who's like a way more interesting life basically. So just don't call yourself a loser just cause you don't do anything. I mean, if you feel like that, you feel like that, nothing you can do to change about it. But like, I don't know, everybody chills at home, you know, everybody goes out in public and like just for the sake of being out in public. And yeah, I definitely have like more stuff to say about it, about going out in public, because I do other stuff where I like kind of go out in public almost performatively. I mean, it's not performative because there's usually a purpose for me to be in any certain like public space, but I am definitely going there just because there's other people there and I like want to feel like a human who's part of society. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Or I don't know, I'm gonna do an outro. Hold on. Bro, I feel like I might have just took an L. I don't know if you can see back there, but there's like a barbecue or something happening, and someone just like shouted at me, and I don't even know what they said. I heard my sister thinks, or like my sister something, and then I just turned around and low-key just did one of these. Low-key just did like a rock on in the air. I don't know if I should have done that though, because if it was like my sister thinks you're hot, what if I don't think that person is hot, you know? Or if it was like a joke, you know what I mean? Like, and I just like kind of made a clown of myself by doing that. I don't know. I just like hate being put on the spot like that. You know, I hate those sort of interactions. That's why I don't like going out, is when exactly that happens. If you guys don't know, I have a social media presence. So yeah, I mean, that's just kind of tough, I guess, when you have a social media presence. And I mean, I know that people in my town like just like know who I am based off that. But I don't know, it's just like weird, because like when people do that stuff, they're not talking to me, you know what I mean? They're just talking to like a social media account that is walking down their street, and it's like, I'm more than that. I'm a person, you know? So it's like, I don't know, that's why I try and go into like a supermarket or something like that where like people won't recognize me. I don't know, I'm not embarrassed when I get recognized. I used to work at Target and I would get recognized like all the time. But yeah, like stuff like that kind of makes me feel like a little bit awkward, because like I just don't know how to react, you know? At least at Target I knew how to just act normal. There I felt like I had to do something, when really I honestly felt like I should have just kept my head down, now that I'm thinking about it. But you know, it's whatever. And yeah, I just like being around like a supermarket, like no one's gonna recognize me. I'm around hella normal people who have like no reason to even like look at me twice, you know what I mean? Like to me that feels like more normalizing than whatever that was. Yeah, I'll probably do some like future videos on like doing social media in a small town. It's honestly rough. It's honestly rough as shit. It's honestly one of the worst things like about just like being I don't even consider myself a public figure. I don't consider myself as anything. I consider myself as like a nerd. You know what I mean? And my internet presence is just me posting about the shit that I like. But like, I mean, I guess other people can see it. So yeah, I'll do some videos on that, I guess. But I mean, it's like stuff like that is like, I don't know. I definitely have to make a longer video on it. But like, there's reasons I don't go into like more regular like hangout spaces where like people who are like me would hang out. Just because I have some, you know, I don't do that. you know, because everybody already knows me when I go to places like that. And it's just like really weird and like negative, because the people think negative things about me, you know, it's like really bad. And unfortunately in my area, a lot of people do think super negative things about me. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you. If you tuned all the way into the end, definitely drop a like, definitely drop a subscribe if you want to see more of this. And then in the description, I got links to my music, links to my other social medias where I got a little bit more clout. And yeah, you have a wonderful rest of your day. You know, if you're one of those people who just stays inside all the time, there's a local business, you know, that's not a local business. I mean, at least it's like owned by like the employees, like all the employees get like a ever so slightly tiny fraction share. But like, yo, if there's a local business very near to your house and they sell something that's cheap, go there and support just to get out in public, I guess. Like, that's my message here. You know, I might say it's a little bit pathetic because I do it every single day and don't hang out with anyone else. But at the end of the day, it's a normal thing. It's a normal person thing. Let's do normal people things. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Beautiful human being. Peace.